Hey guys, how you doing? A good day yesterday. It was a little bit choppy. Geez, we stopped in and out of some plays and things like that. But so we kind of closed at the lows, which is never a good idea. It could have just been some late day foolery, though. We don't really know the extent of why it closed like that, and I didn't really see anything. Normally, I would be very concerned with a candle like this. Closing at the lows, it tell me we probably get a nice gap down, but in this market, there's been a lot more foolery than before. It looks like, somebody hit a sell program right at the end, and, shares were just dumping the dump. It could have been, something pushed down to get the shorts back in, and then you squeeze them in the morning. We don't really know, but it didn't have that panicky feel to it like I usually see when we get, a nice move, especially to a big round number, and round numbers tend to be resistance levels, and then we reverse. Normally, and reverse pretty nicely. Normally that'd give me pause, but I didn't see anything just yet on that. It seemed very organized, and so organized I can handle. The watch list pretty much a lot of yesterday's stocks broke out, but we found some new ones too. Oil's still kind of flagging right under here. Let's see if this thing breaks out. I guess if it breaks out, it's real bullish for the market because it would mean that the dollar is getting walloped. But so just keep an eye on this. We might have to load. If we get a breakout here, we're gonna have to load up some oil stocks for sure. A couple to look at here. Sandisk. I think Dav Crow brought this up. You could probably load it up here for a run to six, or as a swing trade with a stop at 550, or you can buy this break of $6 and run it to 650. So there's two ways to trade it. You can swing it with the stop at 550, or you buy a break of six and take it to 650. But that's a pretty good look right there. Some of the other oil plays I'm definitely keeping an eye on. Keep an eye on LEI. This one is a low float type of thing. It's got to break 225 and hold, but it's definitely got to break yesterday's high too of 226 or 227 or so. I didn't like the way it closed, and it's been closing weak for some reason for quite some time. So be careful that it tends to fade this stock, but when it goes, man, it can really go. PCX, this is a pretty easy swing right here. Right here we've got 14 as some price resistance. So see if this thing breaks over. It could take a couple days, but we got $2 range we can do that in. EMMS, keep an eye on this. This is one of the few bottom stocks left. If it can break through the 20 DMA and hold, this thing could run back to one very quickly. For some of our box traders, Dillard's looks like it's building a nice box here. We got a box between 26 and 28, so you can load it up around 26, put a stop. We got multiple layers of support, price support, 20-day move-in average. You can put a stop right under the 20-day and ride it up back and forth from 26 to 28, or you can buy the break of this box at 28 and then put a stop under it. So there's two ways to trade this, like many of the stocks we trade. Chop, watch this one. It hasn't done the big breakout move like a lot of stocks. It's setting up very similar to the one that we missed, VSTN. What was the one that? Don't worry about it. But it's setting up very similar to a lot of Chinese stocks under the 200-day moving average. This one is a metals play too. As you can see here, the volume's been expanding. This thing could be a rock and roll type of thing. LNG. This is more of a net gas type play, but check this move out. Over the 200-day, it's tried a couple times and failed. If it does break, I'll give it a shot, and then I'll put a stop right under. And so if it fails, I'll be totally out. The one thing is it's getting overbought a little bit, and so the probabilities of breakout lessen a tad bit. But oftentimes on breakouts, if there's just superior momentum, it might not even matter. Um, SPRD China play, awesome earnings. This thing looks like it could break out again. Affix, we've been looking at this thing over 5 for a while to do this gap fill. Not happening yet, but it could.